Do you like to take some stitching away on holiday with you when you go? I do, and this is my case that I take with me. It's actually a little travel case for cosmetics and things like that. Very old. I also carry along this little needle case that I made myself, and I have got a video on that, so I'll link that later. Now, what I took with me this time was my Sew for the Soul book. It started out as some little sheets of some bamboo interfacing, or maybe it's quilt batting, it's something like that anyway, and it's really soft. It's like the quilt batting that I use normally, but this is so soft, it's even softer than the cotton. And what I did was just add a few elements on top of it to take away with me, and I just pinned them down and popped them in a bag to take with me. And it started off just as some plain neutral shades with some cotton, some polycotton, and I just layered up the fabric. Now you can see here that I've also got some quilting on there, and also little bits of that's wool, so this is cut from a sweater, and also a little bit of lace that I've laid up there as well. So I was basically going for lots and lots of different texture, and what I'm going to do is just sew that lace in place using a straight stitch going across, sort of in the Sashiko style, just to fix that down onto this particular piece of batting, or whatever it would be called. This is the other piece that I took. The idea was that it was going to actually create a book. It was called a Sew for the Soul book. I don't know whether you saw Anne Brooks' videos during lockdown, but that's what the thought was behind it. But I've decided they're actually going to be standalone journal covers in their own right, because I just love them so much, and they're quite bulky, so I think to keep them together might be a little bit too much. So I sewed a lot of the items on already. You can see those little quilting samplers that I did. I sewed those down when I was on holiday, and I've just sewn down the piece of lace and that little piece of ribbon there, and I'm just going to add this little bit of cashmere that's cut from a sweater. So what I wanted to do was just layer up a few different textures. I wanted it to be really nice and tactile, and I want lots of different shapes so that it just could bring anything to the imagination. So that's a little bit of sweater that I've added on there, and I'm also going to add some little pieces of netting on top as well. It's pretty sheer, and it's a very neutral colour. It's sort of a very light pink, so it goes lovely with this. I wanted to keep it all very neutral because I didn't want the colours to take over from the project. I wanted it to be a very textural piece. So here I've got a little bit of silk, torn silk sari that I am going to attach next. So I've just pinned that down, and then I will sew that in place as well. And what I wanted to do was just have that sort of linking the front and the back part. So originally this would be 2 pages, but it's now going to turn into a cover. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Now you can see that those other elements are all sewn in place. There's little pieces of sweater here and there. There's my quilting samplers, and it's just made an absolutely lovely cover for a journal, and the other piece would make a lovely cover for a journal as well. So I'm really pleased with these. Now what I'm going to do is take you on the journey of turning them into little book covers, little journal covers as well. They may be sketchbook covers, I'm not quite sure yet, but either way they're going to come to some use. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. If you have, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.